Welcome to Real Talk with Reginald D. I'm your host, Reginald D. On today's episode, I'm going to talk about where do I go from here? Let's go. Have you ever been in a place in your life where you felt stuck, where you felt like you were at the end of your road, and you ask yourself the question, where do I go from here? I know that's a miserable place to be. You keep trying to find direction in your life. When you're trying to figure out what's next in your life, you first have to know what it is that you want and believe that you can get it and accomplish it. So you can't get to a place that you don't believe exists. Your life is full of surprises. It's full of greatness, which you have to pursue if you want to be whole. I know you feel like you're living in the world of the unknown, but you got to understand that you expand what is known in the unknown. See, when you're at the point where you don't know where to go or where to turn to, and you keep asking yourself, where do I go from here? Right at that moment is where your breakthrough is about to come through. Don't you know that your experiences mold you into who you are? During your tough times, it will show you your true character. You keep asking yourself the question, where do I go from here? Do you know when you ask yourself a question, 9 times out of 10, you got the answer? When you ask yourself the question, where do I go from here? The answer is to go where your heart is leading you. Go towards your dream in an effort to make it your reality. Let me tell you this. The distance between your dreams and your reality is action. If you don't move towards what you want for your life, your dreams will never become your reality. I need you to understand that your mind is a magnet. If you think about blessings, you will attract blessings. If you keep thinking about problems, you will attract problems. Always have good thoughts and faith in yourself, and remain positive and optimistic. I need you to stop asking people, where do I go from here? Everybody's not meant to understand your journey. You just got to be you and carry on. I need you to know that the reason you haven't accomplished your dreams and desires is because you keep looking in the wrong places for the right things. It's time for you to shift and quit making the same old mistakes. So you keep allowing things to happen over and over again. You're so much better and valuable than that. Don't you know what you allow will continue? You ask yourself, where do I go from here? What do I do with this feeling that I'm feeling? You're having bad memories that keeps popping up in your mind. Listen, bad memories are not going to be erased. Don't get it twisted, but you have to rise up and capitalize on those memories. You have to say to yourself that I will never go back to where I used to be, and tell yourself, I will be what I want to become and who I'm destined to become. I need you to understand that you got to quit believing in your dreams before you believe in yourself. That's how you make your dreams come true. So you keep going through life feeling like you have to ask permission to do things that you desire. If you want to be great, you got to stop asking yourself for permission to be great. You take it with the authority that's within you. You asking yourself, where do I go from here? The answer is to go to your place of strength and quit playing soft. It's time to make progress with your life. The only way you're going to get somewhere and move forward, you got to first decide that you're not going to stay where you are. You started trying to make a living for yourself instead of making a life for yourself. If you make a life for yourself, you will make a living for yourself, hands down. I need you to know that you got to move different in life if you want a different life. You've been a stranger in your own life too long. It's time to get to know you, get to know the real you, the great you, the strong you, the determined you, and the blessed you. You're asking yourself, where do I go from here? You feel like you're at the end of your road. Listen, no matter how far you have gone down the wrong road, you can always turn around. You're so passionate about what you want. In order to accomplish what you're passionate about, you got to replace fear with curiosity. Allow the space between where you are and where you want to be inspire you and not scare you. That's the only way you're going to get there. When you find out who you really are, is where you stand. And don't waver. You're asking yourself, where do I go from here? You're at the point where you're feeling lost. I need you to know that sometimes feeling lost is a part of the process of you being found. You will leave where you are when you decide where you want to be. When you decide you are no longer willing to stay where you are, is the moment you will start getting somewhere. It's time for you to stop doing the same old things. Old ways won't open up new doors, man. Nothing will change if your actions don't change. Instead of asking yourself, where do I go from here? Tell yourself, this is where I'm going from here. You command your destination for your life. You don't ask. You command it. See, in life, you got to do what people say you couldn't do. And it's time for you to get clarity for your life. I need you to understand that clarity comes when you stop negotiating your worth. I look at life like this. Life is like a pair of shoes. If it don't fit, then don't wear it, because it's going to end up hurting the more you try to move forward. You're asking yourself, where do I go from here? And right now you are thinking God is saying no to you. God is not saying no to you. He is just saying not yet. Because you got to understand that the timing is working in your favor. I'm going to leave you with this. I dare you to spend a whole year working on you and what you want for your life. Focus mainly on that. Limit the noise and limit being around people. I need you to understand that the reason people start things and don't finish is because they don't spend enough time trying to make it happen. So you can start anything, but can you sustain it? Stop asking yourself, where do I go from here? And start moving towards what you want for your life. New chapters will begin in your life when you stop letting the old chapters define you. You've been through so much, but you're still here. That means you are here for a reason. Life didn't give up on you, so you shouldn't give up on life either. Thanks for listening to Real Talk Reginald D. If you enjoyed listening to Real Talk Reginald D, please rate and review on Apple Podcasts. See you next time.